Welcome back, guys. I'm Lewis, and this is the first in a new series that I'm going to be doing called Emotional Game Reviews. Basically, as soon as possible after finishing a game, I will make a video like this, unscripted, telling you exactly how badly it screwed me up emotionally and why. Today, the first in our series, Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Alright, Professor Layton and before we get started, obviously this video is going to be full of spoilers for Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask, so if you haven't finished this hellhound of a game, and you plan to, for some god-awful reason, please don't watch this video until you too have been broken like I am. Let's get started. Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask is part of a series of children's games, the Professor Layton series, which is supposedly about fun and puzzle solving. It's not fun. It's not a joke. Stop laughing at me. I don't even know where to begin. Do you know where I was when I finished this game? I was in a hotel room with 4 sleeping people, my family. It was 1:45 in the morning, and I had thought, oh, I'll just play some of this game before I go to bed, because I have to be up early tomorrow. I thought Randall was dead. I really did. They did a very good job at making me think that Randall was dead, but then he wasn't, and I was kind of piecing it together as the final clues were coming into place, like when the stories were being told, like about the boy who has the dog and leaves his town, and I was like, no. Because he becomes a respected scholar and comes back to see that thing, so no. I'm like, that can't possibly. Who's writing these? And the minstrel coming back with news that the king had died. That was up. That was I was in this hotel room, okay? In real life, I was in this hotel room at 1:45 in the morning. Seriously, like, in a little bit of physical pain. You know how sometimes your adrenaline goes so bad and all you can do is sit there, that you're in like a little bit of actual physical pain from it? My heart was pounding so fast, and like I was in like a cold sweat almost. There was like tingling going on my arms here. It was just adrenaline. I just wanted to, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. The rest of the game was fine, I guess. It was good. It was a good game, okay? I enjoyed it. But I also severely resent anyone who has ever recommended it to me, because I'm broken inside. Okay, less about the ending, more about the rest of the game, I guess, even though that was really the part that made me come up with this entire series of video to project my frustrations is what it made me do. The rest of the game was also pretty, I mean, emotionally satisfying, actually. I really enjoyed the rest of the game, especially when Luke had the little tiny horse. That horse minigame, when you're chasing the masked gentleman, that horse minigame was so hard. It made me hurt inside. I was trying to chase the masked gentleman on this horse, and like, I couldn't understand, because I was trying to think of it like Temple Run, where there are only like 3 rows, but it wasn't like that. There were like a billion things, and like I would think I dodged something, and then I would totally hit it, and then like I would get the little speeding power-up thing, right? And I would start just charging through everyone, and Luke behind me would go, wow, Professor! And then like it would wear off unexpectedly, because I don't know if I missed it, or if there just wasn't at all, like a little bar to tell you when it's gonna not be a power-up anymore. Because that's how it is in Legend of Zelda, isn't it? And what game am I thinking of? Twilight Princess? When you have the little horse power up and it goes faster and then it shows you slowly when it's gonna run out. I could have used that because like I didn't know when it was gonna run out, and then I just ran into one of the crates. And I ran into so many crates. I almost expected it to change the entire course of the game, how many crates I ran into. Like, you didn't catch up to the masked gentleman because you had this mini game. I really liked Luke and Emmy and the professor's interactions throughout the game, though. I thought those were all pretty good. We got a lot of really cute Luke in this game. And then we got Luke in danger and the professor freaking out. And then we got that, like, after all the cute Luke that they'd given us in this game, they just had to throw that at us too. where the masked gentleman picks him up and Professor Layton gets angry for possibly the first and only time in history. I'm gonna be having a great time, doing a great job keeping my emotions in check while I finish the rest of this series. Emmy was good. Emmy's always good. She's my girl. Give me 1 second. There. Now I have tea to calm me down. It's not Earl Grey, you twisted I know what you're thinking. Anyways, I'm very angry because I really love Randall. Okay? I really love him. He's so excitable, and he wears the little scarf, and his last name's Ascot. The dramatic characters are my favorite. I love how dramatic he is. He's so extra, and I'm in love. And I was like, well, at least he died with honor. At least he died with honor is what he did. No. They used him. He survived, and he got used by Descalay. I hate that guy. I hate that guy so much. He didn't deserve that. All he wanted was to, and now he has a farmer's tan forever, permanently. You know what was up about the scene where they were all welcoming Randall back? They were like, welcome home, Randall, and they hugged him, Henry and Angela did, and the professor didn't even get in on that. Like, they didn't even invite him. They weren't like, you two, come here. No, he just stood over there, and they just let him stand over there, and he was just like watching. He needs a hug too. He needs a hug probably more than anybody. If anybody needs a hug, it's the professor. He was Randall's best friend. You know what he got? He got an exact repeat of the traumatic incident that took Randall away from him in the first place is what he got. The ground split open and tried to swallow him up, and he had a flashback the same way again. He said the exact same thing, which makes me think that Professor Layton is indeed about lifelong post-traumatic stress disorder and not about puzzles or whatever they pretend it's about. That screwed me up. I thought Randall was going to die. I thought he was dead, and then I found out he was alive and that he'd been used all this time and that his entire life had been screwed up forever, and then I thought he was going to die again, and then he said he didn't deserve to live after what he'd done. And I was sitting there 2:15 in the morning, okay? A sleeping person on either side of me, 2 more sleeping people over, and I had to listen through my earbuds and tears as Herschel Layton heard his best friend tell him he didn't deserve to live. I had to listen to that on my own in a hotel room at 2:15 in the morning. There's no sort of structure to this video at all. I'm just kind of letting it out right now. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm just kind of letting it out right now. You weren't expecting any I make to be organized, right? I think I have enough footage. I talked about like 3 things. I'm ready to cry now. Pain rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Probably like the entire collective mass of the universe right now. I've never felt this way before. I'm broken inside. And I hope you... Sorry, there's a noise. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I do enjoy making it for you. I'm just kidding, this has been really fun. This has been great. It's good to talk about your feelings. Please like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want to see more emotional game reviews. Leave a comment as to what game I should play and then review next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. I'm a broken man.